Hi, my name is Shulamit Bear Lev Tov. You can call me Shula for short. I'm a counseling social worker and I work with entrepreneurial and working women who want to transform stress with kindness and sometimes yoga so that they can cope effectively with all the crap life throws their way and still feel good about themselves. You can find out more about me and my services at my website, www.shula.ca. Shula is S-H-U-L-A. I've been practicing yoga on and off since I was 8 years old, and it's really been a practice that has sustained me through all kinds of difficulties and stressful times in my life. So breathing, as you might have heard, is one of the key parts of yoga practice. You might like to imagine that you are breathing that your body has three segments to be filled by the breath. You might like to imagine there's the belly, and then the thorax, and then right up to underneath your collarbones. So that as you take a full breath in, you're bringing the breath in to fill your belly and fill your mid ribs and lower chest, and then right up the upper chest to underneath the collarbones. So of course the breath only goes in your lungs, but you're imagining that it's expanding the full upper body. So to get a sense of this, you might like to place your hand on your belly, and as you inhale, you can allow your belly to rise, and as you exhale, you can press your belly back gently toward the spine. Inhaling, let your belly expand. And exhaling, let your belly come gently back toward the spine. Inhaling, you can let your belly expand into the ribs and up onto the chest. And exhaling, bringing your belly back toward the spine so that you empty the upper body. So we'll take a breath or two just to practice that. And exhaling, the belly presses back gently. Inhaling, the belly expands. And exhaling, the belly contracts just briefly. And you'll notice I've been breathing, when I'm not speaking and I'm just breathing, I'm breathing in and out through the nose. And I would encourage you to try that yourself, to breathe with your mouth closed. So that's something that you might like to practice just on your own in moments of stress. You can just place your hand on the belly and practice some gentle breathing. So I'd be curious to hear what it's been like for you to experiment with this practice. What it was like to actually do the practice, and then what it's like for you during the day after you've done your practice, how it affects you in your daily life. It's a good idea to consider doing this kind of mindful movement practice every day, even if it's just a little bit, maybe just the first part of the flow for 5 minutes every day, because that will help discharge the nervous tension that builds up, and it'll also, the mindful movement and the coordination with the breath can help also soothe your nervous system, which is important for being able to cope well. And I'd love to hear from you about what your experience has been like. You can email me through my website, www.shula.ca. And to close, I invite you to place your hands together. So rather than having them flat against one another, I invite you to touch the thumbs and touch the tips of each finger and sort of cup your hands so that there's space here. And then you can bring your hands to about, well, I don't know how much of an angle that is, a little less than a 45-degree angle in front of your heart. And it's said that the reason we leave the space between our hands is so that there's room for the heart. And as you breathe, you might like to imagine or sense into the warmth between your palms. And from my heart to yours, Thank you.